So it's time to transplant the okra. It has outgrown my aquaponics tank, completely covering the light, messing up the light for everything else. And that's cool. We're going to put it in a bigger pot. So here we go. Chef Penright, the Magus. So one thing first is we got to see what the root structure is looking like so I can try not to cause too much trauma during this transplant process. You know, whenever I transplant anything, there's always this period of shock, and the plant is just not happy for being moved from its home. So I'll try to keep all of the roots intact. I really don't know how big the root system is or anything at this point. I'm trying to get a feel for it to see what's going on, and it's not budging. So I grab my trusty, dusty shovel here, little garden shovel, just to try to get an idea of what's what, right? Seeing what moves, what doesn't move. I never really transplanted something this mature from my aquaponics tank to my outside garden bed, I guess you would call it. But so this is really the first go at it. Most of them are small seedlings, but you see that really nice, healthy root system right there. They kind of gathered towards the edge of the tank or whatnot. So that was a good indication that where the roots were going. That type of a deal. You get this really long, I'm not sure what that's called. I'm sure it's some scientific name where the root strands out almost like it's in search of something else, right? And yeah, so I'm just going to make a little incision with my scalpel here. And we're just going to take this bad boy out. And I have just below me a flower pot ready to go. I think it's a 10-gallon flower pot. And yeah, so that's what we have there. I'm going to keep the rocks and everything all tightened to it. I have some more I'm going to replace into the tank so it don't have some gap. But yeah, there you go. You see, this came out. Now I really don't expect all of those leaves to stay as I make this transplant. A lot of times the leaves will fall off, and then some of them will stay, but a lot of them will fall off. So it's okay. We're going to see what it's going to do. Hopefully it'll make it. If not, I have some more okra seeds and we can start over. You know what I'm saying? It's not a big deal. But let's roll and see how it goes. And now, so we got it in the pot, and it seems to be a good fit. We're just going to take it outside so we can add some more dirt. And we just want to make sure it has a really good anchoring, because it gets windy on this balcony. Like the wind blows from the southwest. And I don't want it to just tilt over with the next gust of wind. So we're going to put some more dirt around it. That way it has a nice sturdy, placement. At least have a chance to regather its energy and do its thing so it could keep producing me some okra. Because I happen to like okra. Okra has a love-hate relationship with a lot of people. A lot of people enjoy it, but they complain about the sliminess of okra. And that's a few things, but one thing that I noticed with this okra, which are seeds from Europe, right? This seed specifically is from Italy, and so it's non-GMO, all organic. It has none of that cancerous, life-changing, DNA-changing stuff in it. And I don't get slime out of this okra, to be honest with you. I've cooked it twice now, and both time was in a saute type of a fashion, which normally produces slime. And yeah, typically to remove the slime, you would fry it for a partial amount, or you would just boil it for, like if you're doing gumbo, which is a Cajun staple down here in the Louisiana, Texas area. It's a Louisiana dish, but Texas and Louisiana are very, very close cousins when it comes to cuisine. We travel across the border and work in each other's cities and towns, and especially after Katrina, a lot of influx of New Orleans energy came into Houston. So that means a whole influx of that yummy New Orleans food. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, okra is a really fun plant, a fun vegetable. Once you cook it well, it is it's not slimy, and you can just enjoy it. So we're going to remove some of these dead leaves. You'll see the lower ones start to die. I noticed, I was looking at one other gentleman's okra who has it outside in his backyard, and I noticed that this tree just keeps getting taller and taller, and the leaves from the bottom just kind of keeps dying as it gets taller and taller. So we'll see how this goes. If it does the same, since I'm on a balcony, it only can get so tall because the roof is right here above me. But we'll see how it goes. That's the fun part about gardening for me, is it's really a trial and error and an experimentation, and I get to have fun. And it's not a life or death situation. Like if this okra plant dies and our family is not going to eat and all of that stuff, this hasn't gotten to that point, so it's cool. But maybe this is the learning stages, right? But yeah, there you go, transplanting okra. So yeah, food is love. ChefPenwright.com.